Shalom. I will start by giving all the praises, glory, and honor to Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Kakwadash. Double honors to the elder apostles of the great millstone who rule well. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect tabernacle of David, scattered throughout the four corners of the earth. And I thought this was hilarious enough, to do a quick video. Now, what you're going to see, this is from MSNBC. You're going to see classic alarmism and sensationalism, which is a tactic that they do, to try to convince you or to, cause people to become, very worrisome, cause people to panic. And this is all just, part of the mind control, of the devil. That's why the scriptures say, lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we're not ignorant of his devices. These devils are desperate enough to use a fucking Biggie lyric to try to convey their sensationalism. This whole DVAC, I'm gonna call it that, the DVAC 19, which you can go on Google and look it up. When you actually look up what it means, the COVID word. When you look it up backwards, it's a Hebrew word, and it actually means demon possession. And you can't tell me that a lot of these people that believe in this thing, that's influenced by this, that they don't have, some type of evil forces behind their thought process and their behavior. How they're wishing death upon people. It's almost like they're a part of a cult. This whole thing has become like a cult following by a lot of people that have been, mind controlled by our mainstream media. All right. They're the ones that's pushing this, pharmakeia potion upon you and hoping that if you don't comply, that, the devil will come down and take your freedom away from you, which really we're not free. We're not free at all. You're just alive and you're able to, eat, you're able to breathe. You're under a certain condition. You have to be a slave. But anyway, let's watch this real quick, and you're gonna laugh your ass off. And then I'm just gonna hit a couple of precepts. They're getting too damn desperate, man. All right, this nigga E is something else. Let's listen to this.
COVID's dangerous. It's lethal. It's a bit like the beef Notorious B.I.G. used to rap about when he said, beef is when your moms ain't safe up in the streets. Beef is when I see you, guaranteed to be in ICU. Well, when COVID sees you, you can end up in ICU. Maybe not at the same rate as Biggie's beef, but that's the point about risk. You don't want to test these streets and risk ending up in the ICU.
You see that shit, man? This devil had the nerve to exploit a Biggie lyric and use that for, the typical alarmism that you see coming through mainstream news. And this is what they do all day long. All right? That was very tactical, man. They had to have went and listened to that song and made sure, this is perfect. This is definitely perfect, for the narrative. Maybe people that idolize Biggie, his fans, maybe they'll hear that and be like, damn, man, he right. Because Big said that in What's Beef. And beef is real. Man, let me go ahead and run to the nearest pharmaceutical spot and let me get that potion, man. Damn, he right, man. I don't want my mom to be, in danger. I don't want her to not be safe up in them streets. Get the fuck out of here, man. This is lame as hell, man. All right, and if you taken by simple shit like that, let's get a quick script, man. All right, Proverbs 15 and 16. And it's like you're not, I think it's 14. But this is all part of this devil's witchcraft, man. Very, very serpentine, very crafty, more subtle than any beast of the field. Proverbs 14 and 15, it says, the simple believeth every word, but the prudent man looketh well to his going. You know, if you got some kind of sense, you'll see that, you know, this is just more sensationalism. And they're doing it in a clever way, trying to use a rap lyric, you know, from a prominent hip hop rap figure. You know, that was clever, but you should still be able to see through what this devil got going. This is all propaganda. All right, this devil trying to, you know, lure you into that trap, that snare that he got set for you. But if you simple, you gonna fall right in. It says a wise man feareth. All right, he's cautious and departed from evil. But the fool rageth and is confident. And you got guys even in Israel. You know, I took it because I don't want you to be afraid. I don't want you to be in fear. Well, you an idiot then, man. Because the scripture said a wise man will feareth. All right. So that was that was hella folly right there, man. You know. That's why the scriptures tell us, you know, you got to be circumspect. All right, Ephesians 5 and 15. In Ephesians 5 and 15, it says, see then that you walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise, redeeming the time because the days are evil. And these people, they're being snared in an evil time, man. All right. And come 2022, there's going to be a lot of damage. A lot of damage, man. A lot of more injuries, a lot more deaths. You know, and they're already speeding the narrative up that, you know, there's thousands of people, you know, being brought into the hospitals. They're filling the hospitals again. That's the narrative that they're bringing now. Which you can easily go to a hospital, go to your local hospital and really, you know, test that notion. You know, and it'll be the same shit that was being exposed all last summer. Or you had people going into these hospitals and you didn't see, you know, bodies piling up like the media was telling you. That's why you got to, you know, you can't watch mainstream news because that's Satan's medium. It's just propaganda 24/7. All right, because on there, that's, you know, it's all he's doing is, you know, practicing the power that is in his hand. It says that in Daniel the 8th chapter that he will cause craft to prosper in his hand. All right, let's get our 2 Thessalonians. I'm start at the 8th verse. 2 Thessalonians 2 and 8, it says, and then shall that wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming. And that's what the Lord's going to do. He's going to come back and destroy him with the host of heaven. All right. But right now, he's in the midst of being exposed on a daily basis. And he's being consumed by the spirit of the Lord's mouth, which is the prophets. We're not going to let up on this devil. The scriptures say, prophesy against Mount Seir. It says, even him who's coming is after the working of Satan. You know, he's coming in the energy and operations of Shaitan. Because Satan is the left hand of the Most High. That's where Esau gets his power from. With all power and signs and lying wonders, you know, his pseudo miracles. All right. And with all deceivableness of unrighteousness in them that perish because they receive not the love of the truth, that they might be saved. All right. And when you read that in the, I like how it reads in the NLT translation. It says he will use every kind of deception to fool those on their way to destruction because they refuse to love and accept the truth that would save them. And that's our people, man. They're buying into his evil deception. So they're being fooled because they're simple. All right? And they don't want to hear the truth. So, they're being led, to the slaughter. And it says, and for this cause, the Most High shall send them strong delusion that they shall believe a lie. Especially if you're sitting behind the television watching mainstream media all day, it's causing more and more fear to come upon you. Well, hey, that's them demons is getting on you. Them forces is actually enchanting you. That's nothing but enchantment, man. The scripture says, stand now with thine enchantments. Talking about Babylon the Great, or the virgin daughter of Babylon. And a lot of people are under that strong delusion based off of those enchantments. Boy, Numbers 23 and 23. There is no enchantment against Jacob. Neither is there divination against Israel. And that pertains to the elect right now, because 2/3 of them are under that enchantment. Hell, Tazaryak and ISUPK, they're under that enchantment. All right? So the Lord gave them over to that so that they can be destroyed. So, I just wanted to do a quick response to that little news clip, man. The brother has sent it. Esau's a lame for this, man. But that just goes to show you the lift that this devil will go to push out his agenda, man. That ain't nothing but more alarmism and sensationalism. Clever trying to use a Biggie lyric. But whatever, I'm gonna give all praise, glory, and honor to Yahawashi, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Shalom.